having been a legislator for 30 years.
Almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years, from the House to the Senate, including the local government, would you have opted to amend the law? Just to amend the law and put a provision there to assist the deficits, to assist unprogrammed, etc.
We will be amending the charter of PhilHealth soon. But
Kailangan mo humawak doon sa patalim, parang sinasabi mo na, oh, kailangan ko itong gawin, pero ngayon lang ito. Parang meron kang naisip na gawing mali para ma-survive lang yung situation, kaya iniisip mo na, kailangan ko itong gawin, pero ngayon lang ito, hindi ko na ito. Okay, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome po dito sa ating Tabunan PH channel mga kababayan. And nandito naman po tayo para sa ating panibagong reaction video ngayon mga kababayan. Sorry. Okay mga kababayan, ito, patuloy pa rin natin pag-usapan yung issue dito sa PhilHealth mga kababayan doon sa oral arguments kasi ang daming naibulgar mga kababayan. No, yung mga judges po ng Supreme Court, I think 14 po sila, nagtanong na at unti-unting lumalabas dito galing sa bibig ni Senator Ralph Recto mga kababayan ang mga kabulastugan ginawa nila dyan sa pera ng PhilHealth. At ngayon mga kababayan, ako may ipapakita na rin tayong video mga kababayan. Stay tuned kayo hanggang sa huli kasi pag-uusapan natin dito mga kababayan kasi nako na si Senator tuloy. Si Secretary Ralph Recto mga kababayan, hindi niya napansin. Pero inamin niya na mali yung ginagawa nila mga kababayan. Again ha, nako, magaling tong mga judges mga kababayan. Hindi judges ng mga singing contest mga kababayan ha. Judges po ng Supreme Court natin, okay? So hindi napansin ni Secretary Ralph Recto mga kababayan na talaga inamin niya na mali na. Mali yung ginawa nila doon sa pera ng PhilHealth mga kababayan. At ito pa. May pasilip doon. May pasilip sa kung saan napunta yung pera ng PhilHealth. May dalawang videos na tayong prinisinta. Nung una, ginamit sa salary increase. Pangalawa, ginamit sa tulay mga kababayan. Kasi nga raw, para pag dumaan yung mga may sakit, dumaan yung buntis, mas madali na lang. Di ba? Wala no, at ito pa, may papakita tayong video na kung saan may pasilip, may additional pasilip mga kababayan. Okay, so stay tuned kayo hanggang sa huli at analyze natin kung bakit saang punto na napaamin si Senator tuloy, Secretary Ralph Recto mga kababayan na kung saan mali yung ginawa nila. Okay. By the way, pag-like and share ng video natin mga kababayan para makita ng iba and then paki-subscribe din po sa ating channel. Of course, sa lahat na nakapag-subscribe na, of course, maraming salamat sa inyo. Ito. Umpisa natin. Mabilis lang ito mga kababayan. Naka-speed up ito. Tapos maiksi lang, okay? Pakinggan. Itong parte na ito mga kababayan, pakinggan natin. Ang nagtatanong pala si Honorable Marvic Leonen. Okay? Okay. Ito, pakinggan natin.
And of course, there is Section 12 of the Universal Healthcare Act. Can we flash Section 12? Section 12 actually states that for administrative costs, you cannot go beyond 7.5%. In other words, PhilHealth cannot give too many benefits to its staff. I will leave it to the chief to interpolate on that. 7.5% only. PhilHealth cannot go into very nice buildings. And the reason for this again is because the law wants that PhilHealth focuses its funds in order to address and achieve the purposes of the Universal Healthcare Act. Is that correct?
Exactly, Your Honor.
So PhilHealth is not also a revenue-generating agency.
Not principally a revenue-generating agency.
It is a revenue-generating agency for itself, correct?
Yes, for
purposes.
itself and its operations.
Maybe I asked the wrong question. Is it a revenue-generating agency for the entire government?
No.
No, it cannot be, correct?
It's not, Your Honor.
When it transferred funds, did it become a revenue-generating agency for the entire government?
Not necessarily, Your Honor. It simply
Not necessarily.
complied with a directive.
When there were extra funds, because we found, you call it surplus funds. Okay, you have estimates on your contractual liabilities, etc. They had estimates on that, okay, and so on and so forth. So there were extra funds. Expenses were already covered. Their liabilities were already covered. There were extra funds. And PhilHealth now is telling us that at the time that it was transferred, it hadn't achieved all of the objectives of the Universal Healthcare Act. Not only that, it had not achieved the goals of PhilHealth in relation to the Universal Healthcare Act. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the transfer was illegal.
No, Your Honor.
Why is it not illegal?
Your Honor, the inability of PhilHealth to achieve milestones under the Universal Healthcare Act is caused by many factors, including structural obstacles, absorptive capacity, and so forth and so on. In other words, Your Honor, much as PhilHealth would like to devote all of its resources to healthcare, simply it's not possible at that given point in time. So its resources lie there idle. So as a matter of cash management on the
Can
part
the funds
of
of
the government,
PhilHealth be used in order to fund, let us say, 5 million for the peace process?
Your Honor, the funds of PhilHealth,
No, just answer my question.
no.
Cannot
No.
be used.
No,
Can
Your
it be used for performance bonus of the members of the Solicitor General's office?
No, Your Honor.
What about the Supreme Court? Be careful. No, it cannot, right?
No, Your Honor.
Because from your perspective, and I also heard this from the Secretary of Finance, it has to be also for health, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can it be used for a bridge in Dimaras?
No, Your Honor.
Cannot be, correct?
No.
Can it be used for paying the initial funds for some of our foreign loans?
No, Your Honor.
Cannot be. Now, I'm showing you your submission to us in relation to where PhilHealth funds and PDIC funds were spent.
Oh, tingnan niyo ito mga kababayan. Ito, importante ito ha. Ito yung mga sinasabi kong mga pasilip sa kung saan posibleng nagamit yung pera ng PhilHealth at ng PDIC. Kasi sinasabi ngayon mga kababayan na hindi na medyo based dito sa lista nila, hindi as of the moment, medyo hindi pa ma-identify talaga kung anong pera ang mga napunta dito. Either sa PhilHealth or sa PDIC. O sinasabi nila, mix na yan. Hindi kasi madaling sabihin na, ito, galing ng PDIC yan, ito, galing ng PDIC, ito, galing PhilHealth. As of ngayon, yan lang. Tingnan lang muna ninyo ito mga kababayan at pakinggan yung mga palusot nila, ha? Ito, patuloy natin.
And I am arranging it in the order of magnitude. So for purpose number 17, counterpart of foreign assisted project, health or not health?
Not health.
Not health.
Not health.
39 billion.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Purpose number 19, personnel benefit, 37 billion. Health or not health?
A portion of that would pertain to the Department of Health as
Okay.
well as
Am I
PhilHealth.
correct in saying that this was part of the tranche that was given to all government officials?
No, Your Honor.
Not all. This one, 37 billion?
I'm sorry,
Purpose number 19.
the 30...
Yes, the promise of the president to increase the salaries of government in 4 tranches. This was part of it, correct?
yes, yeah.
Yes. So you actually feed us with this, correct?
Your Honor, the funds that came from PhilHealth
Not this.
went to the National Treasury,
Okay, now-
not directly to a specific purpose.
Okay.
It went to the Treasury.
Yes. So if I ask you to submit to us which ones of these are health related, you will, correct?
Yes, we can.
And we will also ask the petitioners to actually take a look at this, including the SARO. Because you submitted all the SAROs. Not
Yes,
the
sir.
actual SAROs, but the purposes of the special allotment release orders. So that SARO, that they will now compute and see whether, if it's relevant to their argument. Okay. My other question is, okay, so there's a specific provision there in the Universal Declaration or Universal Healthcare Act that it has to be, all of it has to be for health purposes, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Yesterday, in your discussion with Justice Ben on harmonization, okay, he had this way of harmonizing Section 45 of the Administrative Code, which requires that there be an appropriation, and then the syntax law, which earmarks the syntaxes for health, etc. So his solution was that yes, it is earmarked, but it must first be appropriated. Okay? But they cannot appropriate it for any other thing except for health. That was his way of harmonizing it. and you politely and respectfully agreed to disagree. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. Now, but that is not the only way that we should look at what is the proper harmonization. It is not your word versus the word of a sitting justice. One, justice. So, may pag-asa ka pa kasi 14 kami. Okay? Majority of the justices, etc. Okay. We have to look at what the Constitution provides, correct?
Of course, Your Honor.
So, is the right to health a concrete, solid right? Or is it hortatory only?
Pardon, Your Honor?
Is it hortatory? Does it
Hortatory.
only exhort government to look at the right to health? Or is the right to health already a fundamental right? It is an entitlement given to every citizen of the Republic.
Your Honor, I have to qualify my answer because right to health
Yes.
is a very broad and general right to speak of.
Okay.
But
I will show you Article 3, Section 1 of the Constitution. Article 3, Section 1 says, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property. Yet in the decisions of the Supreme Court, life there is a very concrete thing in relation to due process. And then we go to Section 4 of Article 3, which I did not have it prepared, but freedom of speech, freedom of expression, that is very broad, right? So it is of the same nature, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. The right to life in Section 1 also means the right to health, correct?
yes, I
Had
would
there
say
been no
so.
other provision on health in our Constitution, it is possible for the court who are more enlightened to actually say, embedded in the concept of life, never mind what the American founding fathers will say, never mind what the Trump court will say, but insofar as the Philippine court is concerned, because we see so many people, 57%, according to SWS, poverty, hunger. Okay? Therefore, our interpretation can be, if there were no other provision, that the right to life includes the right to health, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but there are other provisions in the Constitution pertaining to the
Yes,
right
that's-
to
exactly.
health.
That's where I'm going to. Because it is not only the right to life, but before I go there, in this particular provision, it simply says that there is a right and it only prohibits government from interfering from those rights, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because that is without
Without due process of law.
shall be deprived, which means there is no intervention of government, so it's a prohibition. It's negative, correct?
Yes.
But if you look at the other provisions, let us start with Article 2, Section 9. Okay? It is very clear here that the state shall promote. It is not may, but shall. A just and dynamic social order, but I wanted to highlight, free the people from poverty through policies that provide adequate social services, promote full employment, a rising standard of living, and an improved quality of life for all. This is a constitutional provision, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it is not a political platform.
No.
It is a constitutional provision which says that the state is there not only to bother us with traffic controls, but also because, let's just go to Section 9, but also because the target should be to free our people from poverty through policies that provide adequate social services, promote full employment, rising standard of living, improve quality of life for all. I do not see there infrastructure, although it can be indirect, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
But
That is
certainly the priority is to provide social services, correct?
correct. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, next, Section 10. That these rights have to be interpreted in the context of a collective. And therefore, it says, the state also shall promote social justice. And therefore, between persons that have the capability and persons that do not have the capability, our resources should be focused more on the people without. Correct?
That is correct.
Kung sino ang wala, siya dapat ang tutulungan ng ating pamahalaan.
Tama
Correct?
po.
Yes. And that's why corruption is so bad, right?
Yes.
Because it serves the powerful, correct? And it is the powerful that get more out of our own funds rather than they using it for people that do not have a home, that cannot eat 3 square meals a day, correct?
Agree, Your Honor.
Yes, and therefore it says here to promote social justice. Okay, next is a favorite provision, Section 11. Our whatever policy that we do, the Constitution actually says that we value the dignity of every human person and not only it guarantees full respect for human rights, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And health is a human right.
Yes, Your Honor.
You agree? Okay, next. Therefore, next is Article 15. Shall protect and promote the right to health of the people. So it is here. There is a right to health, correct?
Exactly, Your Honor.
And it also says that the right to health is not only government's concern, but it also concern of every individual, except that it recognizes, the beauty of this provision recognizes that sometimes we have fake news. In other words, things like you have to drink a horse medicine in order to protect yourself against COVID. I will not mention the medicine. And therefore, part of the role of government is to instill health consciousness among our people, correct?
Exactly, Your Honor.
Yes. And of course, you have Article 13, Section 11, I will just flash it, and Article 13, Section 12. Okay? And in Article 13, shall establish and maintain an effective food and drug regulatory system, and this was the provision that was used in a recent case, Department of Health versus Philippine Tobacco Institute, GR number 200431, July 13, 2021. I did not memorize, I am reading it. Okay. So again, when we harmonize it, therefore, these provisions, a Universal Health Care Act, should we not interpret the harmonization to give effect to the right to health rather than to support the other goals of government? What do you think?
Primarily, Your Honor, to comply with these state policies on the right to health.
Therefore, when funds were taken from PhilHealth and used for the peace process, I am for the peace process, as you may know, just to clarify. It became unconstitutional.
Your Honor, the money taken from PhilHealth, as I said earlier,
Was not used.
went to the Treasury, commingled there in the Treasury for proper application to the various uses
so it's worse.
enumerated in the unprogrammed appropriations.
Yes, so it's worse. Because it was put in a fund not for health in general, but it was commingled and then bahala na. You gave it to the Department of Budget and Management in order that it be. So there is no way that we can see how much was actually transferred, 60 billion. There is no way that we can see that all of it was done for health.
There is a way,
There is
Your
a way.
Honor, because
Okay.
we have a list of the SAROs listed, or rather issued by the Department of Budget and Management, and showing for which particular purpose under the unprogrammed appropriations that particular SARO was applied.
Okay.
And we have seen this, and we have found that almost the entire amount of 60 billion pesos, which came from the fund balance of PhilHealth,
Okay.
was applied
Thank
to
you.
health-related projects.
Thank you, Mr. Solicitor General. I will await your submission in your memoranda following this trend, and we are assuming, of course, that it was part of the general fund, not part of the reserve fund, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Because if it was part of the reserve fund, we are in trouble, correct?
Yes, that's very true.
Definitely. May I now ask the Secretary of Finance to take the podium again? I listened. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and I listened intently.
Thank you for the pleasure, Your Honor.
Yes, I listened intently to your presentation. I listened intently also to your answers to the questions of my colleagues. I hope that I will not need to repeat some of my questions, and if I do, my apologies, and I suppose it's just for emphasis. And I understand your role as a fundraiser.
Okay, dito na mga kababayan, pakinggan nyo yung tanong, pakinggan nyo maigi yung tanong. Kasi dito talaga nila nahuli, dito talaga nahuli ni Honorable Marvic Leonin, Senator tuloy, Secretary Ralph Recto, mga kababayan, na kung saan napaamin niya na talagang mali yung ginagawa niya. Okay, pakinggan natin.
But that is a statement that is too broad because you also determine the types of taxes, etc. You are also part of the economic team of the government.
That is correct.
My first question is, why did the government opt to insert a provision in the General Appropriations Act rather than simply put amendments to the charter of PDIC, not in question here, or to the charter of charter of PhilHealth?
That was a decision of Congress when they passed the General Appropriations Act.
But knowing now the issues that are now being raised, and having been a legislator for 30 years,
Almost 30 years.
almost 30 years, from the House to the Senate,
That is
including the
correct.
local government, would you have opted to amend the law? Just to
would-
amend the law and put a provision there to assist the deficits, to assist unprogrammed, etc.
We will be amending the charter of PhilHealth soon, but not necessarily for this purpose.
Not for this purpose. Just to clarify also from your statement, did I catch you correct when you said, did I understand you correctly when you said this was a temporary stopgap
correct.
measure? correct?
That is correct.
And that it will not be repeated again.
That is correct. It is only found in the General Appropriations of 2024.
However, there were executive orders in the past
Yes.
that were issued, correct?
That is correct.
But we can never be sure that there will be another situation in the future,
That is correct.
and hopefully not during your term, the next three.
It is possible during
Yes.
the Trump administration, they just imposed additional tariffs on the Philippines.
Okay, so we cannot dismiss this case on the ground that it is not capable of repetition. So you are saying that we do need to rule on this case, correct?
That would depend.
That would depend on whether it is for you or against you, correct?
Not necessarily.
Yes.
Because as I see it, there is no one injured.
Yes. Anyway, again, the position of the other side is different,
Yes.
but we respect the position of government in this case.
Yes.
Just to
And
show
we
you.
also respect the position of the opposition.
Yes, and I am sure that you listen to the health advocates and that
Yes.
it is very important to listen to the voices of the people that critique government because
Yes.
it pushes us to become better than who we are.
I have become a better legislator by doing so.
Yes. Now, just to show you, again, that I understood it correctly, the budget deficits through the years,
Okay, stop lang muna natin dyan mga kababayan kasi iba na yung topic nila. Titingnan ko kung ito, pag-usapan natin mga kababayan. Ipakita natin mukha ni Ralph Recto mga kababayan, hindi natin alisin yan. Ito, mabilisan lang para hindi mahaba yung video natin mga kababayan. Ito, napaamin, napakinggan nyo yung dalawa o tatlong tanong mga kababayan kung saan napaamin niya. Explain ko sa inyo kung bakit napaamin doon si Senator Ralph Recto mga kababayan. Bago tayo pumunta doon, ito muna, summarize muna natin yung una, yung pinag-usapan ni Honorable Yunin mga kababayan at ni Solgen Guevara. Okay? Itong unang punto, hindi income generating ang PhilHealth mga kababayan na kung saan nag-agree si Solicitor General Minardo Guevara. Hindi income generating na para gamitin ng gobyerno. Okay? And yet, anong ginawa nila? Nag-i-invest sila, and then kung meron na yung pera or may pera, may kahit anong pera ng PhilHealth, be it reserve or general funds, o tinransfer nila para gamitin sa lahat. Okay? And yet, ito nga, nagpresenta ng mga iba't ibang probisyon ng batas si Honorable Yunin mga kababayan at nung hinarmonize yung mga probisyon ng mga batas kasi mayroong mga opposing sides doon, nung hinarmonize nila yung batas, lalabas doon na dapat ang focus, ang priority dapat ay focus doon sa right to health. Okay? So dapat basically, kahit even hindi pera ng PhilHealth, meron pa rin talagang budget na ilalaan yung gobyerno para pa rin sa health. Kaya nga magkaiba yung budget ng PhilHealth or subsidy ng PhilHealth at budget ng Department of Health. Kasi karapatan niya ng taong bayan, right to life. Sabi nga ni Marvic Leonin mga kababayan. Again, unfortunately, ito, punta tayo doon, yung 60 billion transfer nila sa National Treasury. At sabi ni Marvic, Honorable Leonin mga kababayan, worst yan. Mas worse kasi hindi natin malalaman kung saan talaga napunta kasi na-mix up na doon sa pera ng gobyerno. Na-mix up na. And yet, insist naman si Solicitor General Guevara na pwede pa rin. Pwede naman, in fact, magsasabit sila ng lista. And yet, ito, nagpasilip ng lista. At doon sinasabi nila na hindi lang yan galing sa PhilHealth. O, di ba? So hindi as of the moment mga kababayan, hindi pa talaga malalaman or pwede pa talaga nilang i-deny kung saan talaga napunta. Kasi ang mangyayari nito, magsasubmit sila ng lista kung saan nagasto yung pera at pwede nilang maneobrehin yan na kung saan pwede nilang lagyan yung mga ito para sa health, ito para sa health. And then titignan pa kung talagang para sa health talaga yan. Okay? Parang i-match, i-balance pa nila yan. Ayan yung sa tingin ko mangyayari. Okay? So basically, based doon sa mga nakita natin na presenta, karamihan doon hindi doon para sa health. Oh. yung sa project sa Guimaras, Panay Guimaras Bridge, na kung saan sinabi parte doon ay napunta, parte ng budget ng PhilHealth napunta doon. Increase, salary increase. Di ba? O, naipakita na, of course, natingnan naman nyo, dito, punta tayo dito. Kaya sinabi na worse kasi, na mix up na siya, hindi na parang add na siya doon sa total, mga kababayan, na budget. Okay, paano natin nasabi na napaamin ito? Si bakit senator pa rin? Si Secretary Ralph Recto na mali yung ginawa niya. Okay, ito yung tanong, mga kababayan, kung natatandaan ninyo. Would you opted to amend the law? Tinanong siya. Ikaw, mambabatas ka. Would you opted to amend the law and include the provisions or in the charter of the PhilHealth na pwede kung may excess na pera, pwede gamitin yan para doon sa national government. Anong ibig sabihin ng tanong na yan? Ang ibig sabihin yan, kung iniisip mo bilang mambabatas na tama ang naisip niyong pamamaraan na gamitin yung pera ng PhilHealth sa ibang paraan non-health related, bakit hindi mo binago yung batas sa time mo na meron kang kapangyarihan na baguhin yun? Okay? Para ngayon, hindi na sana dapat nagka-problema or nagiging unconstitutional yung ginawa ninyo. Okay? Anong sagot ni Secretary Ralph Recto? Sabi niya, they will amend the charter pero hindi para sa ganyang purpose. Ano ibig sabihin niya? So basically, indirectly inamin mo. Mali yung ginawa niyo. Kasi pwede mo namang sabihin, sige, i-amend namin yung charter, ilagay namin ito. Para sa susunod na mahirapan tayo sa budget at may pera yung PhilHealth, kukunin lang namin, gagamitin namin pangbayad utang. Yet hindi niya sinabi yan. Sinabi niya, amend namin yung charter pero hindi para sa ganyang purpose. Kasi alam niya na pag-transfer ng pera ng PhilHealth at paggamit doon sa hindi health related ay mali. Kaya yan yung sinagot niya. Kasi pwede naman talaga sagutin niya. Nakita yung need kailangan 'Di ba? Pwede naman niya sagutin na nung time na namabata siya, hindi niya nakita yung need na baguhin. 'Di ba? Yet, para naman hindi mag-contradict yung ginawa nila ngayon at yung panindigan niya bilang mambabatas. Or pwede din sabihin niya, hindi ko naisip yan . 'Di ba? Mas safe pa. Compare doon sa sabihin mo, i-amend namin, pero hindi para sa ganyan. So, basically, inamin mo talaga na mali. Okay? Ito, pangalawang tanong. This is a temporary measure. Sagot niya, oo. Ngayon lang, anong 2024 lang daw yan nangyari. Pinagtibay mo yung unang sagot mo na mali yung ginawa ninyo. Kasi pwede mo naman sabihin, posibleng mangyari pa ulit kasi when the need arises, halimbawa katulad nung COVID-19 na pandemic, hindi natin alam, baka magkakaroon pa ulit. Di ba? So most likely, mangangailangan tayo ng budget. And most likely, kung merong perang PhilHealth, posible pa rin kunin. Anyat sagot niya, temporary lang ito, noong 2024 lang. Talagang pinagtibay niya. Yung sagot niya na, ano ba yun? Na hindi niya binago yung yung batas kasi wala talaga. Hindi talaga pwede. Mali talaga yung ginawa nila. So inamin niya. Diba? Anong masasabi niyo dito mga kababayan? Mag-comment kayo dyan kung anong sa tingin niyo dito. Ngayon, ito, sinasabi ng Supreme Court, ngayon, sinasabi ng Supreme Court na eto, sinasabi ngayon ng sorry, may interruption mga kababayan. Oh. So, ito sinasabi ngayon, ngayon lang ito. So, kailangan na magdesisyon ng Supreme Court kasi mayroong chances pa na mangyayari pa ito ulit. Kasi hindi naman natin malalaman kung anong mangyayari sa susunod. 'Di ba? Hindi natin mangyayari. And yet, kahit sinasabi niya dito, temporary lang. Kaya kailangan magdesisyon ng Supreme Court na kung either tama ba itong ginawa nila or mali. Pero anyway, indirectly inamin na naman ni Secretary Ralph Recto. Okay? So, ano pang mga nakita natin dito mga kababayan? Check mo na, may kalimutan pa ba ako? Ha? Yun nga mga kababayan, di ba? Tinanong siya, mangyayari pa ba ito ulit? Hindi na. Parang kung ikaw nasa posisyon ka or sitwasyon ka na parang kailangan mo humawak doon sa patalim, parang sinasabi mo na kailangan ko itong gawin pero ngayon lang ito. Parang meron kang naisip na gawing mali para ma-survive lang yung situation. Kaya iniisip mo na, kailangan ko itong gawin, pero ngayon lang ito, hindi ko na ito uulitin. Parang may gagawin kang ligang. Parang ganyan yung iniisip dito ni Secretary Ralph Recto, mga kababayan. Di ba? Yan yung punto na gusto kong sabihin na nakalimutan ko. Buti naalala ko bago natin tinapos. Okay. So again mga kababayan, mag-comment kayo dito kung anong sa tingin nyo, anong masasabi nyo dito, and then paki-like and share ng videos natin, and then paki-subscribe na rin po sa ating channel. Okay? Maraming salamat sa lahat at magandang araw sa inyo.